Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and I'm here to solve a hard classic Sudoku created by rockratzero. This Sudoku is called Manacles, and the author, in his own words, has said that this is a difficult classic Sudoku. I've tried this Sudoku already and I found it really hard, especially the first deduction to get things going is very tough to see, and then after that you have really some interesting techniques that gets you to the finish. But all in all, a tough classic Sudoku, so do stay tuned until the end of the video. So I'm sure you will enjoy this video. The link to solve this is in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video, and more importantly, do hit that subscribe button. We'll really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Recently we reached 2.8k subscribers, which is a small achievement and which made us glad. So we'd like to grow the channel more, so please do hit that subscribe button. We'll be happy to see you subscribing. So let's start the Sudoku now. So we have covered many classics by this author in the past, rockratzero, and most of the classics are really stunning. And let's start this now. Each row, each column and 3x3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9 without any repetitions. Okay, let's start with ones. Columns 1 and 2 have 1, so that gives 1 here, which puts 1 in one of these two cells. And in box 3, 1 cannot go in any of these cells, so 1 goes here, which forces 1 into this cell. And in row 7, I can place the 1 here, and that gives me the final 1 in box 2. So with that, I placed all the 1s in the grid. Maybe let's look for 4s. I can place the 4 in column 3. 4 goes in one of these two cells, and 4 goes in these 3 cells in box 8. So I'm not going to mark that. 8 can't be in column 7 or row 8, so that gives 8 in here, a pointing pair. So just looking for some more 8s which can be placed in a favorable manner. Okay, no more 8s. Let's look at 6s. Okay, I can place a 6 in column 6 in this cell. So 6 in rows 1 and 3, so that gives 6 in one of these two cells. 6 is not in column 8 or row 7, so 6 goes here. And that gives 6 in one of these two cells. Excellent. Okay, so let's look at the 7s. 7 in row 7 goes in one of these two cells. All right, so 7 in column 5 must be in one of these two cells. And okay, remaining boxes, if you see, have many options for 7s. For example, box 1 has 4 cells and box 3 has 3 cells, right? So let's focus on something else. 9s, maybe we haven't looked at 9s. Okay, 9 is in these 3 cells. 9 in row 4 has got to be in one of these two cells. Excellent. And 9 in column 6 has 3 cells. Okay, so let's look at some other digit. 5s. I can place a 5 in row 1 column 7. And not many digits that I could place after placing that 5. Okay, 7 is in column 8, 7 is in row 2, so 7 must be in one of these two cells. And that gives 7 in one of these two cells. All right. Fantastic. So I think it's time to slowly start putting center candidates in cells. More or less all the corner pencil marks have been made, so let's slowly start making center candidates now. Where is that? Right. Okay. look at these two cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8 are eliminated, so they must be 6, 7 and 9. And these two cells must be 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 and 9 are eliminated, so they are 5, 7, 8. So I get 3, 4, 7, 8 as the possibilities here, out of which 4 must be in one of these two cells. Because of simple scanning, I could place the 4 in here, and which means this is 3, 8, this is 3, 7, 8. All right. Now let's look at row 1. I have 1, 2, 5, 6 and 9. So 3, 4, 7 and 8, right? So this would be 3, 8. This would be 3, 7 because of 4, 8 here. So this is 3, 7, 3, 8. And this would be 3, 4, 8. And this could be all the 4 digits. Okay. Let's look somewhere else. Okay, I'm looking at column 8. 1, 5, 6, 7 and 9. So I need 2, 3, 4, 8. 2, 3, 8. 2, 3, 4. And this could take all 4 possibilities. I'm looking at column 2 now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 9. So which means this will be a 5, 6, 8. And now I have 2 more digits in row 2. 1, 4, 7, 2, 9. So 3, 5, 6, 8. This must be 3, 5, 8. And this must be 3, 5 and 6. All right. So I'm taking you through the exact solve path that I did. I made all these pencil marks before I hit upon the difficult step. And till now, I'm not even sure if the deduction that I used to continue in the Sudoku is the intended deduction, because it really felt very strange. I don't know how to explain. Maybe you guys will understand when you see the deduction, because I can't put a name to it. What is that technique really? So let's continue now. Look at these two cells. I mean this and this. 1, 5, 8 and 9 and 2 and 3 are eliminated. So 4, 6 and 7. This would be 4, 7. 6 is eliminated because of box reduction, and this will be 4, 6. Again, 7 is eliminated because of box reduction. So 4, 6, 4, 7. Excellent. All right. So what do we do now? Right, this cell here has only 3 possibilities. 1, 7, 8, 4, 5 and 6 are eliminated, right? So this is 2, 3, 9. Okay. And look at this cell. 1, 4, 5, 8, 6, 7 and 9, 2 and 3. A bi-value candidate, that is gold really. And this cell is 2, 3 and 7. So right now it's about coasting with only the pencil marks. 1, 4, 5, 8, 6 and 9. So this is 2, 3 and 7. Right. Okay, so I think we are almost close to the area where I took a deep thought and I was stuck for quite a while. I'm going to show you what I did at that point. But before that, I'm just seeing if there's something else. 6, 9. Okay, maybe some more pencil marks along these 3 cells, and I promise you that will be final, because I don't think there are any more meaningful pencil marks that can be placed in this grid. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. So 3, 4, 6 and 9. So this will be 3 and 9 because you have 4, 6 here. And perhaps last this cell. 1, 7, 8, 5, 6 and 9. So this is going to be a 2, 3, 4. All right. So it is at this point I took a very deep thought, because I was completely stuck. I looked all over the grid. For example, these 3 8s look really interesting, and I was using all sorts of combination to combine them until I suddenly hit upon something. So if you would like to pause the video here and try to find that, but I Promise you it will be very tough to see that. So I'll pause myself for a second or two. All right. So the thing to notice, or how I continued at this point is, if this cell is a 4, look what happens. You get a lot of digits instantly. If this cell is a 4, I'm going to highlight those cells, right? I get a 6 here, right? Remember that for now. And because of the 4 being here, this would be 7. And which means in this box, I don't have 4, 7 here. I don't have 4, 7 here in this shape. So 4 goes here and 7 goes here. Now, if you remember, at the start, we got a 6 here. Now we have a 7 here. So, and 6 and 7 are looking at those cells, 2 cells which can take only 6, 7, 9. So both would be forced as 9. What a razor sharp deduction. I mean, what do you call this deduction? Is this a technique or is this bifurcation? I don't think it's bifurcation, because the contradiction is almost immediate, like 2-3 steps ahead, but it is very tough, I promise you, to see things this way. And it was by chance that I hit upon this deduction. On a different day, I might not even have seen this. So I'm going to take you again through how I saw. There is a different way to see. If you have a 4 here, a 7 goes here. I mean, a 7 goes here, sorry. So you can't have 4, 7 here. You can't have 4, 7 here. So 4 goes here, 7 goes here. And this becomes a 6, 9 pair. So the moment you have that, you don't have a 6 in both of these cells, right? We started out with a 4 here and we ended up with a 6 here. So this is the second way of seeing things. And so this is how you get the start in the Sudoku, or rather maybe there's something else different which you guys can point out. So you can't have a 4 in this red cell. So that is a 6. Excellent. What a tough deduction, guys. Really not an easy one at all. Now let's get some more digits. 6 in both of these cells, right? So I get a 6 in here. So that means I have a pair, 6, 9. Okay. And now this will be a 2, 3 or a 7 for the row. 4, 6, 9, 1, 5, 8. So this is 2, 3, 7, right? So this is 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 9. So 5, 7, 8. Okay. So what do I do next? Okay. Okay. 2, 3, 9, 1 and 6. So I need 4, 5, 7, 8 in these cells. So this will be 5 and 8. And this could be all 4 digits, right? Okay. So I also was thinking somewhere along this line, 5, 8 cannot be in these cells. So 5, 8 goes somewhere here. And I was trying to see if I can, use placeholder. But it wasn't going anywhere. Okay, look at this cell, 1, 5, 6 and 9, right? And 4 and 7 cannot go here. So this is 2, 3, 8. Okay. So if you look carefully along this column, now 4 is very limited. In fact, 4 has only one possibility in column 9, and that is to go here. That becomes a 4. So this will be 3, 8. And now I have a 3, 8 pair. So that gives me a 7 in this cell. And that forces 7 in this cell, which forces 7 in box 4, gives a 5, 8 pair. And that 7 pushes the 7 here, which pushes the 7 here, because you have a 7 here. So 7 goes here. And that is a 2, 3. This will be 2, 3, 4. And 4 must be in one of these 2 cells, which means 4 cannot be here. So 4 goes here. Awesome. So 4 is removed here. So you can see that because of that one elimination from row 6, column 9, look how many digits we have obtained. Okay, so this is the second moment, I think, where I took kind of a deep thought, not for much time, because I somehow hit upon this reduction. Okay, so the thing I'm going to show you now is skyscraper logic. Look at these two cells and these two cells. Let me highlight them. 3 in row 1 can either be in column 4 or column 8, and 3 in row 4 can either be in column 4 or column 9. So when you have such a scenario, a single candidate having occurring in 2 rows and 3 columns, as in this case, or in sometimes you may see 2 columns and 3 rows also, but at least one of the row or column has to be common, right? For example, you have 2 rows here, row 1 and row 4, and columns 4, 8 and 9. So column 4 is common in the sense the pencil mark of 3 is in both, right, simultaneously. But if you look at column 8, it occurs only once, and if you look at column 9, it occurs only once. So you need to find a candidate that occurs in 2 rows and 3 columns with exactly 1 common column, or 2 columns and 3 rows with exactly 1 common row. When you have such a situation, the cell which is seeing both of the uncommon column digits, or rather, how do I put this? You know that 8 must be in one of these 2 cells at least, right? Because if you don't have, 3 must be in at least one of these 2 cells. Because if you don't have 3 in either of those cells, then for those rows, row 1 and row 4, 3 will be forced in the same column. So which means if I put a 3 here, then 3 gets eliminated from both of these cells and we get a contradiction. So these cells are seeing both these digits and will remove 3 from both of the cells. So we can't have that. That's how a skyscraper logic works. A beautiful technique. So now I can eliminate 3 from these cells and put a 3 in this box here, which means this is 8, and that becomes 8, that becomes 7. Excellent. All right, beautiful. Let's remove these. So now I can't have 8 here, and 8 is pushed into this cell. I can't have 3 here. Oops. That becomes 2, 4, and I can't have 3 here. That is also 2, 4. Let me remove the colors from these cells. Okay, so now we are moving to the final portion, or the final logic that is required to seal this grid, guys. A wonderful logic again, I would say. And that happened as I was looking how to continue further. But before that, let's do some tidying stuff here. Lots of things that we can do in here. 2, 3, 5. 2 must be in one of these 2 cells. And look at row 2. 1, 4, 7, 2, 8, 9. So these would be 3, 5, and 6. So 3 cannot be here. So that's a 5, 6. And okay, I have 8 here. I have 8 here. So 8 goes in here. And these would be 3, 5, and 9. You have a 6 here. So these would be 3, 5, and 9. Excellent. I have 5 in these cells. So that cannot be a 5. That's a 3, 9. And 4 in columns 5 and 6 gives me a 4 in here. And let's finish up this column 2, 3, 5. Okay. Okay. Looking at column 3, this cell must be 3, 5, 9. 5, 7, 8, 1 and 4. So I need 2, 3, 6 and 9, right? Okay, nothing more. So let's use some coloring here. That is going to be the final nail in the coffin of the Sudoku. Look at these 2, 3 guys, 2, 3 pairs. Let's use some color to differentiate them. If this is green, this is pink. It's just that they are different and they have only 2 possibilities. So we are differentiating using color. So if this is green, this will be pink again. And now I could do some simple stuff like this, which I tend to miss. 8 must be in one of these cells, so 8 cannot be here, so 8 goes here. And 5 is not here, which means 5 must be in one of these cells, right? That gives 8 here. which means the 5 in box 5 is forced here, which means this will be a 2 3. And now because this is pink, this has to be a green, no other possibility. And the moment green goes here, the green in box 8 has to be here. Okay. And now we can use the logic that I wanted to use. Look at this cell, guys. It is seeing both the pink and both the green. Now, if this is 2, then you have 3 in both the greens and pinks. But we know that greens and pinks are of opposite polarities, or whatever you want to call them. It's just they have to be different. So if you put a 2 here, then both of them become same. That's clearly not possible. So this is what you call as a simple coloring technique or bulb logic. There are many names. So I can eliminate 2 from this cell. That's a 4. That is a 2. And this will be 3 or a 4. But because you have 2 here, and we know this is 3, all the greens will be 3s now. And all the pinks are 2s. Unfortunately, they're just 2 pinks. So this is a 4. And we can finish this off, 5 and 8. And 3 gives a 5 here. And we can finish this off, 2, 3. 5 gives 6 here, 3 here. This is 9, this is 5. 9 gives 9 here, 6 here. These would be 2, 3 for the column. And that can be finished off. 2, 1, 3. 5, 6 and 9. 5 cannot be here, so 5 goes here. 3, 5, this will be a 9, and this will be a 6. And 6 and 6 gives a 6 here. This 3 gives a 9 here. Gives a 3 here. Sorry, what am I doing? 3, 3 and 3. So this will be 9. 2, 5 and 9. So 9 is here, 2 is here, and 5 is here. And we have completed this really gorgeous Sudoku, guys. I don't have words for it, but in the words of the author has rightly said that this is a hard Sudoku, and it was a hard Sudoku. The first deduction was very, very tough to see. So razor sharp deduction, the way that you notice that 6 will be strapped off cells in box 6 was not so easy at all. And the rest of the deductions after that, the skyscraper logic and the simple coloring, were forced in part due to the first deduction. So hope you enjoyed this video. Do share your way. If you had any other way to solve the Sudoku, please do share under the video. We'll be happy to know. So until we see you again, bye bye.